I made this joke last week, and I still don't have animated emotes! What is happening on Twitch.tv? Anyways, I need to turn the music off. I'm just gonna leave that running for the next, like, 2 hours, and I feel like we're gonna need it, because tonight, I'm finally playing Chicory. I have heard so many good things about this game, but I also heard things about Omno, so I don't know what to believe anymore. But, I don't know. I've done a little more research on Chicory, I feel like, and I think I would connect more with this one. It's even got a cute splash screen, guys! Come on! Already off to a great start. If this is the whole game, if this is just like one of those... What was that one, like, iPhone app? Like, when the iPhone first came out, it was like a red diamond, and it was $999, and I think the app was called I Am Rich. And when you bought it, all it did was display a picture of a diamond. It's like, wow, you are rich. You are colorful. You're Chicory. I was, speaking of Omno, we had some interesting discussions during that stream last night. Pretty neat, right? Guys, pretty neat, right, is like a thing that I would say. Oh, it's a Finji published Night in the Woods as well, right? They've done a couple of things that I like. Okay. Place the Joy-Con R on a flat surface. Okay. Well, I'm playing with a puppy grip right now, so I'll take them out of the grip and set it down on my Keaton mousepad. Oh, it's like gyro controls with a funny little paw. Paint the Joy-Con. And press X to center the cursor. Okay. So that's my sync button. Do that any time to center it. Motion controls can be adjusted in the options menu. Press A to continue. That's not so bad. That feels nice and smooth. Oh, there's co-op in this? Is it like online? I'll just do single player for now. What's your favorite food? Ooh. You know, people ask me this question sometimes, and I used to say potato chips, but now I'm like off that shit. I'm a recovering potato chip user. Let's see. What's like I gotta pick my second favorite. I'm gonna be here for like half an hour. This is like whenever anybody asks me like a personal question, like, I can't say anything about myself, which is weird because this whole channel is just me oversharing personal anecdotes. My favorite food. I don't want to like do a joke answer either. Like I don't think about these things. I'm trying to think of like a meat that I like. What's like my favorite like thing to have for dinner? You know, I love chicken. I love French fries. You know what? I've got the answer. I love me a burger. Ever since the pandemic started, I've been thinking nonstop about like a Red Robin's like burger and fries, like a nice thick fry. I'm gonna say burger ampersand and fries. Actually, is what I'm gonna do. Is there a way to get to symbols here? Yeah, baby. I haven't had those in years. There isn't even like a Red Robin's where I live, but oh my god, dude, burger and fries. Sure, we'll leave it. Burger and F. I guess it did have like the little lines to show you how many characters. The Magic Paintbrush. Its every stroke fills our world with color. Naturally, someone has to wield it. The brush has been passed down through the ages. But the current wielder, Chicory. She's so cool! A total genius! Whoa, dude! This art is gorgeous! Our world's never looked better thanks to her. And that's why it's up to me to keep her tower clean. Oh, so I'm not Chicory. But okay, I'm moving around. I can center the cursor. And, oh, I'm like sweeping! Yeah, the control for this... Oh, dear. Whoa! I hit the door by accident. I hit the door by accident. Question mark, exclamation mark? Okay, so don't hit the door. Got it, okay. Yeah, the HD rumble, when you do this, feels really good. Like, as you pass over each object, you get, like, different little, like, thumps. It's nice. This reminds me of, as a kid. Oh dear! This reminds me as a kid, in PictoChat, like, trying to make a drawing message where you fill in all of the pixels on the canvas and make, like, a completely black message. Gotta get, like, every little bit filled in. Okay, so I feel like I'm playing a bit of a scary maze right now. Like, if I touch the wrong things... Oh! Oh, I thought I could, like, pet myself, because I do have, like, a hand. Oh, no! Our table! All of Chicory's colors! I must have cleaned too hard. I was trying to be so gentle. I'm sorry. I've got to go tell her right away. I can, like, still... Yeah, baby, yeah, I can. I'm, like, actually not leaving until this is spotless. Guys, I love cleaning. Guys, the maid dress? Wielder Tower. Odd. Wasn't there color here earlier? Oh dear. It's already so clean, there's nothing I can do. This is a fun way to, like, teach you how to do this as well. And I like how it, like, controls independently of your movement. Like, you could just go off and do your own thing. Oh yeah, this portrait. It's Almond, the classic wielder. One of the first to really show her personality in her coloring. After her, wielders' styles became much more diverse. You have to respect her legacy. This one. I think this one is Carrot. He was okay. Really experimental. Even at the time, I don't think he was very popular. But I know he has some fans still. Oh, this one's Parfait. She was colorful and heroic, just like Chicory. If she were here, she'd probably say... Don't worry, Burger and F. It's fine that all the colors just vanished for no reason. Oh, I should probably stop procrastinating. Chicory needs to know what's going on. I like that. I think the idea there is that the word is supposed to be like a pet name. Like, I could picture if I told it that my favorite food was cupcake, then this one would say, oh, don't worry, cupcake. And then that'd be cute, but sure, don't worry, Burger and F. I tried to be character-friendly with the ampersand. Oh, I can't learn about any more of these. The stick figure? I really wish I could. I bet all of these have really cool flavor text. But I guess I can only get a select few. I guess this is who we have now. Chicory's brush. Chicory's room. Chicory! I'm sure she's here. But it's locked. Everyone must be panicking. And she left her brush just lying there. What should I do? I could do without the press X to center the cursor. I get it. I've done it before. What if I use the brush? Just like she would. I'm sure she'd appreciate the help. Maybe. At least for a bit. Take it, no way. Well, I tried to go into the door. I was trying to be friendly about this brush and respectful. Oh, I get it. I have to pick the option with the pointer. I'll say take it. This seems like what it wants me to do. The brush. I love these, like, thin squigglies. They remind me a little bit of Vib Ribbon. Oh, this music? Still locked. I hope she's okay. Good thing she has me to help. Slime noises. Chapter 1, The Dark Forest. The luncheon. That was the luncheon? Okay. Supper Woods, this way. Oh, that's where Blackberry lives. The wielder before Chicory. A living legend. And maybe she knows what's going on. But I should check on the townspeople, too. Is that over here? Nibble Tunnel. Guys, I love it when games have, like, cutesy little names for things like this. Oh no, this was so sad. This is Thyme. Is it Thyme or Time? Do you know about drawing with other people? If you pause with minus and select begin co-op, someone else can play with you as an extra brush. Oh, so it's like a co-star mode. You get like a second cursor. Drawing together can be nice. I know it always helps me relax. Like a galaxy gallery. Yeah. Oh, I can be green too. Although this is more of like a teal or a turquoise, really. You could do anything. Is that persistent, I wonder? Oh, wow. Interesting. So I assume that each screen kind of is like its own canvas. That could lead to some interesting things. I really like that it's persistent. Pumpernickel! Chicory thought you were worthy of the brush, Wielders simply aren't as good as they used to be. I miss the days of Blackberry. Hey! Chicory's an amazing wielder! Well, if you like that sort of thing. But Blackberry lives just to the southeast in the Supper Woods. You should go and meet her. This guy, I don't fuck with this guy, he's mean. Oi! My house ain't got colors no more. Fix it! Give me some tough colors. You got it? Tough colors only. And if you didn't already know, you can change color with R. Chop chop! We got green. We got red. Oh, I gotta redo this. That's better. Okay, you want tough colors? Let's see if we have anything in monochrome. Red is a toughish color. This is like really satisfying to do. This reminds me a little bit of, does anybody remember the famous Wii launch title, Rayman Raving Rabbids? There was one of the mini games. I remember you had to you had like a red marker, and you had to draw on the Rabbids with like motion controls. Oi! Those colors, they're so tough. I love him. You really did a bang-up job. I gotta thank you. I got a brim cap. Wear now, put away. I'll wear it now. Why not? Yay. Yeah. Hope you love that hat as much as I love these tough colors. Thanks again. Well, okay, Macaroon, but I wanted to like actually give this like care and attention. Like color within the lines. Although I've really ignored all of the lines of like the windows and stuff, but I'm hoping. Let me get this like little corner here. Oh, red tree? Sure. And then on like the windows, this color. Yeah, if it's like a prop, it gets like automatically filled in. So if I actually like wanted to give a shit, I could just like treat this like some sort of PC educational like kid picks adventure. And I feel like I want to do that because, you know, if the changes are actually like, you know, if everything stays, why wouldn't I want to make this pretty? Everything but that guy's house is Burger and F's house. What have I done? Huh? Oh, it's my house. My name is Burger and F? I guess it's fairly sparse. Keeping the tower clean has always been my priority number one. So this is like my own space to do whatever I want with. Okay. Well, let's make the walls purple, because out of the colors that I have, I think this is a nice one to use. Oh, and I spilled a bunch on the floor. See, this is... Burger and F, this is why you gotta lay down, like, you know, some painter's tape so that you don't, even if you do go outside of the lines, you just kind of peel this off and then you're good to go. Let's have a nice, like... Maybe I'll do this around the perimeter. This particular color of, like, green and purple together reminds me of, like, like a 90s cup. There's a word for that pattern. Everybody knows what I'm thinking of when I say it. Carpet up to the bed. Maybe the bed can be purple too. That's a good start for now. And then I don't know. This is awesome! This is mine! This is my place! It's my gallery. Canvas number 4. This used to be one of Chicory's paintings. I guess it got wiped, too. The Potluck Art Academy is in charge of these. Whoa. These are such cool character designs. Hello, hello, Burger and F. Care for a small gardening tip? Some flowers grow when in color, but others grow only when blank. If you wish to erase a colored one, you can use R plus ZR or ZL. Okay. So if I wanted to make myself blank again... Oh. Well, I can't clean myself. But I just made purple, so okay. Let's see. Change colors. I mean, these like some pretty simple borders to do, you know? And then maybe I could like sprinkle some special ones throughout. Yeah, a red tree, it's kind of autumny. And then like one purple tree in the corner. This is nice. I like these green too. Oh no! I'm sorry, but wait a second. I can't get past them now, but if I make them shrink, there's a hole in the fence. And I'll clean up after myself, of course. This is cool. There's already some interesting mechanical stuff going on here. Huh. Oh. They come back pretty soon, though, huh? Okay. So I want to be behind these things. Why? Can I climb this? Maybe there are certain plants that only respond to certain colors, because, you know, like this vine maybe I could climb. That was my one idea, so I'm all out of ideas. Maybe build a bridge later. I'm sure there's another way to come back to it. And I'll mark a path here, like a little breadcrumb trail, so that I know that I've been here. Yeah. Neat. So if I try going up from here, I gotta like follow the path to the other side. Oh, I picked up some litter. Cool, I think. Yeah, so way behind this house is the way to do it. Ginger. Howdy do, Burger and F. Chicory gave you the brush. Have you developed your style yet? There's so many ways to color. I know what mine would be. I'd use L to make my brush huge and color everything super fast. That's definitely the best style. I think I'd use L to make my brush smaller and R to zoom in, so I could take my time adding small details. No, that's wrong. That's a horrible style. What the fuck? Okay. The L button? Oh, you just toggle through different sizes. Okay. The R stick? The right analog stick? Depending on how you like to draw, you might want to adjust some of your gameplay options. Okay. Cursor speed, that's nice. Oh, okay, some nice accessibility features. I do not know what the right analog stick is. Oh, you click it in. It's just a toggle zoom. I thought it was like you scroll it. Okay. Well, this already makes me want to go back and redo my house, because I used so much of the canvas. I didn't know you could get like a granular with it. I'm not really seeing any doors in this house, so I don't know if there's a way for me to get around. Unless I can, you know, like draw a path or something. So if I want like a big brush, change color, change size, I can make like a bunch of diagonal lines for some reason. These are good wet noises. I can't actually make a path by doing this, so you know. Hold on, hold on. I can fix this, I can fix this. Oh no, the clouds are covering it. Well, I'd like to be able to do a picture that has to do with the rest of this, but I guess I can fill in the spots while I'm waiting. Yeah, actually I will use like a red brush. This is a good idea for what I've got coming next. There we go. It's a laser Squidward. And then if I make like a smaller brush and a little bit of white. And then maybe like some really stressed out like eyes. Great! And now it's there forever. Cool. This is the missing painting. This is my house, garden. Oh, and this is where I started. Wait, is it? Nimble Tunnel, Supper Woods. Oh, I started by going down first, actually. Okay. Let's go to Supper Woods. Pickle? Oh, hey, Burger and F. Is that, the brush? Did you steal it? Lol, whatevs. Okay, Pickle. Grown adult who says lol out loud. What's it like wielding the brush? I bet it's really cool. It's really cool. Oh, yeah. I'm jealous. Can I try? Okay, sure. I like to share. That seems like a good lesson. OMG. Fuck yeah, dude! It's me. How come I can't have a hot pink brush? I want a hot pink brush. Come on, dude. Oh my god. Lemon?
Oh, hello, Burger and F. Everything lost color suddenly. What's going on? Why do you have Chicory's brush? It feels like something's horribly wrong. Oh, well, if you have the brush, can you color my house back in? However you like.
You strike me as a fluorescent green kind of person, and I'll make my brush bigger to fill this in faster. Yeah. Everyone's got like band-aids on their roof. I'm not sure what that's supposed to represent. Oh.
Oh, thank you, but... Oh, I'm sorry. Can you erase it a bit?
Okay, this is like extra tutorial stuff. I'll tell you when to stop. Well, I'm not done starting, actually, so... So let's try toggling in here. Oh dear. I don't like how the eraser isn't like a brush itself. It just like creates a bigger and bigger circle the longer you hold it, but I'm trying to make a roof heart. So yeah, you gotta use like a light touch on ZL, because if you keep holding it, it'll like get too big. Is that good enough?
Sorry. I'd like you to erase a little bit more.
More? I'm trying to do something cool negative space shit. You don't respect my artistic vision at all.
Oh!
Nope. You don't get to keep any of it.
Thanks. It wasn't how I liked it before. But you can color it again if you want. I'd really like it.
If you colored it differently? You can have purple. You're like telling me how to art.
Oh, are you done then? That's fine. It's just so different from...
I'm sorry! I can't be her! I'll never be her! You can't just replace people, okay? Ah, but now I know I can do this. Ho ho! I've learned all these tricks of the trade. For Blackberry, wait a second. Oh, you can walk on these? I was trying to get like a bridge to the cave earlier. I guess that's how you do it. A gift. The beanie! I'm wearing the beanie. Yeah, dude. Well, this makes me want to go back to the garden. I just want to re-examine that puzzle and see if I can, like, learn anything from doing that differently. It's locked. Oh, wait just a second! Sorry, running a bit late today. Shoot, I even forgot to get dressed. I better press plus to change clothes. Much better. Okay, come on in. Whoa. Cola. I guess everybody's name is like a different food. Is chicory a food? Is this like a ratatouille situation? Well, hey there, Burger and F. What's new at the tower? I see Chicory lent you the brush. You know, this is great timing. I was thinking our shirt design was stale. Want to draw us a new shirt? Yes. Yes? Great. Everyone will be excited a new wielder did it. Just do whatever you want. Let's recenter. Okay, so this is like their arm. This is like their neck. Okay. And you can zoom in on this, too. Okay, so this is my smallest size. Let's change color here. Oh. I don't think I can change color. Oh, you get an undo button with B. That's nice. Okay, so we gotta create a monochromatic logo. But that's okay because of graphic design. Is my passion. This is like every elementary schooler edgy t-shirt ever. All it needs is a caption that like says, I hate my sister, or I love video games more than school. Wow, it looks great. I can't let you leave without taking one. Oh my god, what have I done? Well, now I can wear the elementary kid gamer shirt. I have the tiny little stick man with a gun now. Oh no! Hey mate, loving the new shirt. It really captures your personality. Make sure you wear it everywhere so everyone knows to come to our cafe. Oh no. This is like a beautiful game. And I'm gonna be wearing this the whole time now. Zucchini? Eh? Excuse me, I'm working. Go bother someone else. Oats. Fashion's a way to show this is who I am. And when it's really sublime, it says this is what the world is right now. But what is the world right now? A beanie and a pocket jacket. That's the outfit I'm looking for right now. If you can show it to me, I'll give you something cool. How do I show? Maybe I gotta go into like the plus menu? We got beanie. Okay, so I can maybe change out of the gun shirt if I need to. I can do this too. Dress up. Oh, it's just these two screens. Okay. Here we go. These are my different shirts. So I just have these two. I'll stick with this for a little bit. Oh, and you can even like paint while I'm here. What color do I want my doggy to be? I want my doggy to be like red. You know what? Yeah. Yeah, this is a look. I like this. Cool. I don't know what you mean by show you a look that you're looking for. Just trying to get the props right now. This is like the worst game for me because I am like very perfectionist about this sort of thing. If there's like a single stray pixel, I'll be the one to let you know. Well, okay, let's like just do this whole corner like red, right? And then cola can be, you can be blue. Oh, that's nice. Okay. And then we'll have some more green tables over here. And then maybe like a purple wall. I'm trying to work with the palette that I've got here right now. I like how this game does like a nice little Flipnote Studio thing where the actual shading, how bright or dark a color is explained with just like patterns of dots, you know? And like the density of those dots is how your brain like perceives the tone. I want to do something outside of the margins. You know what? Here's an idea. Let's do... Oh, that's way too big of a brush. we're gonna need some much smaller squiggles. I guess in like broad situations like that, when you're trying to erase like a lot all at once, I can get why you'd want to have like a exponentially growing void. Yeah. Let's do like some vines. Because this is like a nice little cozy cafe, right? And I think some vines would make me feel cozy. Yeah. It's a nice way to fill the frame. This is cool. I love that it lets you do stuff like this. Do these get smaller when you paint them? No. And by the way, I was on my way to the garden. That was a complete, like, side tour. The only number I have memorized is my parents. I guess I could call them. They always know what to do when I'm lost or stuck. They're the best. Proceeds to walk away. Oh dear. This is also kind of a look. The teal pants. Oh my god. You could really tell the path of destruction I left behind me in these early rooms. Then I slowly started to, like, treat it a little bit nicer. Okay, so if these can be used as bridges... Oh yeah, that's simple enough. Well, there's nothing down here, so why would I want to... Maybe if you fall by accident? Yeah, let's go to Nimble Tunnel. Maybe I need to get like a light brush or something like that. Okay, so there's nothing I can do here anyways. But I am on this side now, and I think I did see a goodie right here. With Laser Squidward. A pocket jacket! Oh! I thought the fashion person at the cafe was saying that I was currently wearing a pocket jacket. Guess I'm wearing like more of a uniform. Okay. So yeah, just put on the clothes that the trendsetter wants to see, and then you're good to go. Right. Cafe is like down from here, I think, right? It's due east of Penis Town. This screen can stand to be prettied up like a little bit. Like this place didn't do anything wrong, so it doesn't have to look this way. I'll make some red stumps, and I'll make some fluorescent trees. That's not so bad. Okay, you're the person who's mean to me, and I hit the cafe on the way to Garden Town. I think here it is. I'll, let me see, let me center this. Let me get a roof like this. Because the color will help me remember it better. Yeah. Oh, do I not have, like, Do Not Disturb on? Did everybody else just hear, like, a Discord bloop? Because I can see the notification that came in out of the corner of my eye on the other screen. That's like a Griffin first. I always... Oh, yeah, because I usually have streamer mode on, even when I do leave Discord open. Alright. Who dares disturb me during my roof painting? This is dangerous. I could, like, fall off of a roof and hurt myself, you know? Ooh. It's a Discord dot notification instead of a Discord number notification, so you know it's some bullshit from a server. Wait a second, I didn't even post that I'm going live! I, like, have the text in the @everyone thing, and then I just never did it. Did I tweet it out? Did I just not tell anybody that I'm going live? Hold on. And this is why you have Twitch notifications. Oops! Did I not tweet it? I didn't tweet it! Nobody even knows that I'm up! Okay, there we go. Oops. Wait, there's something meowing in here. The Lost Kid. Wow. Oh, it's like a thing. I found the troll faces, you guys. Right, so I'm going to what, Blackberry's house? Oh, and then this is a bridge too. Okay. Wait a second. I think this is Blackberry. Did Chicory give you that brush? Yeah? So it's worse than I thought. You don't seem ready. I hope I'm wrong. Come this way. Supper Woods! Wait, which way am I coming? Oh. Whoa! Oh dear. Okay, so these are like launch pads. And they make a big mess while they're at it. This is shaped like an F, like burger and F. I like the music here though. Okay, so if I paint all of these, then maybe I can like chain them? Oh. But I want to be able to get up here somehow. Okay, so if I get all 4, that'll at least get me across. How do I get to there? I'm sure there's a way to influence its direction somehow, but maybe the color. Oh, do you have to use them? Oh, wait a second. Wait, yeah, the palette here is different. I have yellows now, and a different purple. Interesting. Can I hold different directions? I can! The flower dress. Yeah, I'll put it on. Okay, so I want to do this and this. Probably not that. Oh wait, so if I paint this to reveal that, and then there we go. Oh, but I can't get back. Maybe I can. No, that only takes you like 1 tile ahead. Oh, more litter. That's an interesting idea for a collectible, I guess. Okay, let's try again. I want to try going up. You know, Blackberry, you just told me this way, and then you didn't really show me which way. What, you want me to explore or something? I'm wearing the bow. Are you kidding me? Hold on. Yeah, this is nice. Can I drop down from tall platforms? Oh no! I think I might be stuck up here now. Okay, I guess we'll forge on ahead. Uh-oh, or will we? Huh. Well, I'll make some yellow trees here while I'm at it. I like the idea of like a nice autumny palette here in Supper Woods. It's like it's it's Thanksgiving. We gotta have a good time. With the turkey A, mashed potatoes A. Oh! That's how you get back. Why does this one, like, make a sound? A child. So I have multiple children? Children, oh, die of violent death. Okay, so it's a good thing I know how to configure the directions of these, because these are going to get complicated now. I hate the idea of these leaving like an icky, sticky mess once you use them. Because even if I did like want to make like a really pretty picture, wouldn't that like get all over my beautiful canvas? I guess the key is just to more often than not leave the grass white when you can. Yeah, that's nice. Oh, let me get like 1 more purple in the corner up here. Maybe 2. Yeah. Because at least now I know that the trees can't be hurt. Whoa. Look at the line art on these things. You look a little cardboard cutout-y, but I kind of like it. Yum Cave! Yummy! Okay, well, I don't think there's anything I can do. Oh, wait a second. Maybe if I color in all the glow mushrooms. No. Okay, cool. Well, at least they'll be that way later on. Did I just find a thing of fries? Or is that like cigarettes? It was a carton of something. Maybe it's Pocky. Let's see. So I need... Oh, dear. Like that. Cool. The scarf! Yeah, I'll wear the scarf. Oh, but neck things and head things are treated the same. So you can only have one or the other. I like the scarf, though. The scarf is cool. Okay. So where does this actually lead? Where's the destination here? There was something creeping in from the left side. Did you see that? Nothing over here. This is where I came from. What is that? That's scary! Is that telling me that this is where I need to go? Something is not quite normal here. You know what, though? Maybe it's beckoning me towards something because I have not gone that way. Make it a little orange, why not? See, but this isn't like a new path forward. The hoodie! Yes! Uh-oh, wait. I never know how to get down from these high ledges. I always have to, like, make a puzzle out of it. Oh, here we go. Let's try going down. There's another phone. I'll try using it. Call home and get a hint on what to do next. Oh, I thought it was gonna be like some flavor text. I guess it's just more of a utility then. I saw something jiggling in a way it should not be jiggling in the corner here. Yeah. A child. How many children could there possibly be? Whose place is this? Sit? Alright. I don't know. I don't want to be a disturbance. I don't want Walter White to come home and see a bunch of spray paint all over what used to be the Walter White home. What is this? Why does that happen? There's like a darkness that's following me. And now it's like approaching me? I think it's kind of like the dark cave where I have like a really big circle of light coming from me and then everything else is in darkness. Maybe that's it. If only I could have a big circle in a place like this. Wait a second. I've realized now the vibes that this place truly has. I'll tell you what this looks like. This looks like a murder scene. There was a body dragged down the stairs. Just splatters of blood everywhere. Maybe the Stickman gun shirt is exactly what I deserve. Yeah, and then we'll, like, keep the trail going. Oh no. Guys. Do you think she did it? You finally made it. This is what I wanted to show you. I've never seen anything like it. But if Chicory thinks you deserve this brush, it's your responsibility to face it. What exactly is going on? What happened to my apprentice's colors? And where is she? Why is it, like, getting bigger? Oh no! My brush doesn't do anything about it. Oh no! He's gonna get me! It wasn't her. Whoa! Balls! Squidward laser. Oh no! It like erases my drawings. Oh wait, am I like damaging it? Oh dear. Combat? Oh my god, oh my god! It's Undertale! Look out, it's gonna use its Undertale weapon! Oh my god! I gotta make a wall to hide behind! No. Wait, this is so cool! And the music? This reminds me a lot of the kind of boss you would find in like a Four Swords Adventures kind of deal. Like a Vachi kind of boss. And I don't mean just the eyes, but even just like the attack patterns and the fact that there are 6 of them rotating around the screen. This is like challenging too, like right off the bat. Oh, it's like building too. Wait, this is so cool! Oh, you can't touch it. It's gonna DVD screensaver my ass. The base? Let's go. Whoa, that was so cool. And the HD rumble throughout all of that felt great. Chapter 2, A Wielder's Duty. Yeah, we'll continue playing. Oh, this looks very... Oh, right, X to recenter. There we go. Yeah, I want to know what any of that meant. What was that? A corruption. Oh, see, this was Blackberry's house. See, can you imagine if I, like, defaced it? Like, I painted Heisenberg on the wall. Out of nowhere, it started growing here. But even I didn't expect it to attack. I only got out thanks to you. Chicory could learn a thing or two from you. My old apprentice. This is all her responsibility. She should never have sent you. She's a coward. How could I have trusted... Stop! Saying bad things about Chicory. She didn't give me the brush. I took it. And I might not know what's going on, but whatever it is, Chicory can handle it. You don't know her at all. You messed up, kiddo. You have no idea how precious that brush is. You risked us all by taking it. I didn't think about that. You're lucky to be alive right now. And if you know what's good for you, you'll take that brush right back to Chicory in luncheon. Go! Well, okay. I mean, I didn't ask for any of this. I didn't ask to get wrapped up. So, I don't see why we just don't bring it back to Chicory. After all, the game is called Chicory, not Burger and F. Oh, your paint will now glow in dark places. Well, maybe we can, yeah, take a few stops along the way to giving the brush back to Chicory. Maybe that's what we'll do. Okay, so that's that house. See, look, the darkness is still following me. So what, if it catches me, it's gonna Undertale? Oh, look, the tree is closed. That's scary, hold on. My blood bit is not done, although I am now the blood puppy. I liked Orange Puppy. Orange Puppy is funny. Okay, yeah. I couldn't go in this cave before. Yummy! Let's get some... No, I'm going for the hot pink glow. Are you kidding me? Whoa, cool. Wait, I can be a pink puppy. Never mind. I found a color better than orange. Yeah, let's, like, fill this in. Whoa. This is cool. Oh, but some of these maybe need to get small. Suck it all out. Okay, so some of these you definitely want to be careful with. Oh, they will use a bigger brush if I'm just trying to fill the frame. This is what my bathroom looks like. Not the mushrooms, I mean the fact that the lighting inside of it is pink. Because it's the only room that I have that has normal light bulbs. These things need you to, like, suck a lot of color out of them to make yourself able to cross again. Like, you really gotta be thirsty for colors. The moon tea. I'll wear the moon tea. I kind of like the hoodie. I mean, it's no stickman with the gun. Jeez. I wonder if it's just, like, really sensitive to whether or not there's, like, colors nearby it. Or if I'm, like, doing something wrong. Or it just really does take that long to suck the color out. But you can also... The mushrooms are the only thing you can see in advance. So it should be pretty easy to avoid them if they are ever to get in the way. Oh. Where am I now? Oh, I was wondering if maybe these would act as like an elevator, but it is not the case. Well, okay. Where does it leave me now? Oh, I'm back at luncheon. Meow, don't you meow at me. Beans. Oh, hey. You see any critters around? My kids went and wandered off for the millionth time. Oh, you're the one who found my kids. Much appreciated. Well, if you see more, send them here. I'll be keeping an eye on them. Come in and say hi sometime. Guys, I found all the children. Wait, huh? But I can't actually get back to luncheon right now. That's the cafe. The very pretty cafe that I'm doing a bunch of scribbles nearby. Gulp Swamp this way. Gulp Swamp. I just gotta find a way back home. That's the challenge here now. There's something shaking in one of these trees. Oh, even more children! I thought he found them all. I don't like that it says 04. That has, like, upsetting implications. I like that this game just, like, gives you a nice palette in different areas, and then it's up to you to just do whatever you want with it. Well, I need to give you your extra child back. Hey, this is my whole litter. Cute, huh? When they aren't giving me a conniption. I feel like I owe you one. The headband. Yeah, okay, sure. It ain't much, but I hope it's handy for you. Thank you, Beans. Because cats have beans on their feet! I get it, I get it. Have we gone this way? I see a hint of green, so I think maybe I have been. Oh, back at the cafe. Okay, cool. So, if I want to get back to Chicory's room, yeah, it should be up from here. Then again, I kind of want to check out that other tunnel. For a second, I wasn't sure like where I was, so I thought they were interconnected. Hi, Laser Squidward. Yeah, I want to get back there. And there's a little mouse now, too. Wait a second. Oh, 5. There's going to be up to 99 cats, is what I interpret from this information. Turnip.
I'm here looking for the wielder, but it was really tough getting through this cave, so I'm just having a rest here.
Looking for the wielder? Oh, I guess I can't get past you now. Okay, so this cave isn't for right now. But maybe once we find Chicory, something plotty occurs. I don't know, I feel bad whenever I don't engage with these backgrounds for very long. Because it does feel nice to do. Although we'll stick with the white windows, and then the foliage can be like different colors here. This guy loves purple flowers. Yep, there we go. Okay, so we gotta go... And I can like color the paths to help me know where I'm going. So I think this goes down to the cafe, so I'll make it that color. This goes to penis. So I'll make this like a red scribbly path. Yeah. And then this goes to where Chicory is, so I'll try and make like a rainbow if I can. This is missing a lot of the colors of a rainbow. That's the best rainbow I can do with what I have. Okay, let's go to Wielder Tower. So it said Chicory wasn't here. Maybe I can read more about the paintings? No, still no. Chicory! Are you there? I have your brush. I took it. But I shouldn't have. Can I come in? I just want to give you your brush back. Fine. Come in. Aww. Chicory! You're that janitor. Burger and F, right? Yes. I'm sorry for taking your brush. I was confused with all the color gone. You don't know why that happens, do you? No. Anyway, please take it back. This animation is really pretty. Actually. Forget it. Huh? This music as well? You keep it. Huh? I can't take this from you. You're the wielder. The best one ever. Not anymore. I don't understand. I really look up to you. Taking this means everything to me. Just take it. Okay! I'll do it. I'll color everything back in and make you proud, Chicory. Sure. Now, please leave me alone. Okay. Let's just put a little color in this room, yeah? You want a red bed? Hey. Stop that. Hey. I said stop that. It's annoying. Stop! Oh, my color is like set to white now. I'll do my best, Chicory. Any tips on using the brush? No. Yeah, I can't even change the colors if I wanted to. This is like a nice bed though. Can you imagine having like a big circular bed that's like several times bigger than you? Can I read the paintings now? Huh. Well, this didn't go quite as planned. I don't know, something like that. I guess I can't color this in because that room is in wand colors. Turns my brush white. So that is accurate as it is. Alright, well, I think we have to go break the news to Blackberry.
Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Huh?
I am most concerned about the well-being of the princess in this dreadful heat. Master Mario, if you would, pass over to that shore and find some assistance.
But, I thought it was Chicory.
I'm the new wielder. What seems to be the problem?
It's the Wielder Temple! Some creepy trees grew all over it. All the colors vanished. It's a total mess. But especially because it's the Wielder Temple, I thought Chicory might know what to do.
I can handle it.
Okay. You'll have to take the Nimble Tunnel to Potluck. But the whole tunnel went pitch black. It was so scary getting here. Okay, bye!
Oh, the Sonic feet? Nibble Tunnel is this way. And now I have my labels, so I'll always know where I'm going. And this is my house. I feel like I could definitely do a lot better than this. Now that I, like, have a better idea of how to use the brush controls, I'll take a second to adjust the sizes and redo this, because I really want to make this space like a huge mural. Like something that's really my own, right? So if I, like, want to zoom in, get, like, a small brush, I'll do, like, V shapes, because that's, like, the simplest I can do a heart with this, like, kind of resolution, the way it treats it. Yeah, okay, and then we'll zoom out. And then, along the top of the screen, oh, you can, like, pan while you're zoomed in, too. Now, I can't make a rainbow, but I can try, so this would be yellow, orange, yellow. It's more of like a green. It's kind of both. And then G, blue, purple. Like, I'll do the colors that I actually can. And then T, and then S is yellow again. And then, you know, you fill in the blanks with whatever the missing colors are. There you go. Let's see, maybe down here I can do like a... like some fucking anime boys kissing or something. Those are their lips. Can you tell? Is any of this readable? And then, oh my god, it looks like fucking CDI Link! How about a kiss for luck? You've got to be kidding. And then, get like one of these and one of these. Just kind of bring it back in, and then, you know. I don't think these backgrounds are particularly well suited to line art, is what I'm learning. And that's those lips. Dog lips! And then, kind of comes back around here, and then you got like two little swoopies. Believe it or not, this is actually... I mean, I know I've got all the Keaton how to draw tips in the book, so this is maximum accuracy that I'm working with right now. Oh my god! No, it doesn't look so bad when you zoom out. I think that looks great. This is worse than I left it. I should have left the purple heart and the smiley face. This is nice though. This is a nice place. This is a little sloppy. Whenever you gotta do puzzle solving, you feel like it runs counter to actually trying to make something pretty. Okay, so let's make a big brush again. Let's actually try and figure out whereabouts we're going here. Because there's another exit here. Dinner's this way. Dinner? Dinner? Huh. No gaps yet. I did see something earlier where I was trying to draw a bridge. But maybe that's like a later ability you get or something. No, we'll go to potluck then. I'm really kicking myself because I'm realizing that Chips is actually a really cute name. If I just, like, didn't overthink it, Chips would have been, like, adorable. Like, it would have been so fitting for the way everybody is named in this game. And Sonic Unleashed thinks so, too. I think you really do just gotta suck these mushrooms hard. Oh, wait a second. It's not the mushrooms themselves. When you illuminate a diamond, that's what makes the mushrooms grow. So you have to suck those. And then that's how you make it work. Okay, there's an exit over this way. Got it. That's kind of cool. What the fuck? That's scary! Why are there so many of them? This is so gross! This is not a good room. I don't like this place. Is this an exit? No. Great. Good gravy. I don't like the sound they make too, like the skittering. I want to see what happens when I piss them off while I'm, like, on one of these things. Like, if I get canceled before I launch, then maybe that'll be what drops me down. But I can probably just find an upper path that has, like, a ramp someplace. Oh. The ants probably aren't even hostile. They're more like the scrubbers in Splatoon. But it doesn't mean that they don't bother me. Big star! Now's your chance to wear a big star. Yeah, touching them doesn't even do anything when they are, like, actively gobbling. So I don't think it's anything to worry about. How do I kind of, like, have to read the line art in a certain way here. Why is this... Oh, the colors are blending with the light. Oh, wait, I get it. Oh, dear. But yeah, you can use the, you can control which direction these go in. Like this. And I'm over here. These things are nasty and I hate them. Tell them I hate them. Phew. I'm gonna draw an ant here. A purple ant. Oh. This is a new palette, actually. Let's do a red ant, then. Oh, this brush is way too big. Wait. No, wait. This is not how ant legs work. I was about to draw, like, either a spider or a Baba is you. But an ant has 6 legs, because it's an insect like this. And then they have eyes. And this one is definitely angry. And it does have a gun as well. You know, just as a warning to anybody who might come afterwards. It's a little raccoon. Hoi, kiddo! Hey, Dad. Finally got away from your girlfriend to visit? I'm kidding. Good to see you, though. Ma says you're the wielder now. Proud of you, kiddo. Wanna give me a hand with something? I want the holy shop to get colored again. Something flashy. Guac? Young people these days, They barely make time to talk to others. Maybe they'll interact once, but then they move on. Don't they realize how much they're missing? I try to interact with everybody multiple times. That's really funny. So, how's the wielding going? You winning, kiddo? Are you winning, son? Is that what you just pulled on me? Your ma and I worry about you, you know. But maybe we worry too much. I'm sure you know what you're doing. Something flashy, huh? Wait a second. Can I make the rainbow? This is like a lot closer to it because we have a yellow and then like an orange and then a green. No blues and purples. That's the whole palette, really. Most unfortunate. Wait, no. Sorry, I'm a disappointment, Dad. It's the best I can do. Whoa. The tongs? Tapioca? Hi, welcome to the Holy Shop. And before you ask, no, we don't have any of the color specials. Sorry, our holies got wiped with everything else. Oh, wait a second. You're the wielder. Listen, we need your help. We need you to design a new special holy. Oh, God. Sweet. The color special's basically the only reason people come. Decorate away. Dude, I can't be trusted with this. Oh, you get to pick your palette, though? Let's do... Wait, huh? You, like, pick a direction. Okay, well, let's think about this. Let's think about this. Do I get all of these colors, like, all at once? I think this is my chance. I think this is actually... Wait. Let me just, like, fill in the whole thing first. And I'll use it as, like, a base, and then I'll just kind of go... there's not really any good oranges. This is probably, like, the best I can do. This is a little oranger than that, maybe. It's really nice that you have an undo button in this mode, though. Yeah, you can, like, combine the colors from different palettes. I cannot make a parallel line for the life of me. Let's see, and then... There we go. The flesh rainbow. And then it's, yeah, it's got like little flesh sprinkles all over it, maybe. And then, yeah, that's good. Oh, God. It's perfect. I'll get started extracting the colors. I'll have to make a ton. I'm sure people will be lining up at any minute. I'm ruining everything I touch. Oh, it's on the outside too? Oh, it's macaroon. Oi! I'm so pumped for a holy, I'm getting fired up. The colors are cool too. I wonder how they got those on food.
I love the color specials. I don't even like holies that much. But there's just something so special about the color ones. It's like eating magic. I think bugs like eating color too. I totally get it. I'm just like them. If you color it, you could probably make me eat anything.
This guy seems like a sunny guy, so I'm gonna make him yellow. Can I not paint like these on the roof? Because they're saying like if the birds are like eating it, so maybe like they'll like to have colors too. No, I'm like scaring them away. They're like flying. Cool creatures though. Granita.
Hello.
Hello. Our family's been here in Potluck for generations, since before the Art Academy. Did you know a mouse was one of the first wielders? Don't underestimate us just because we're small.
The Art Academy and the temple are as old as dirt. But all around it, Potluck has changed over the years. Kids travel here from all over for the school. We're lucky to be surrounded by family here.
Custard. The new wielder. What an honor. Did you come because of our boy Turnip? Yeah, we sent him. We saw a strange growth on the temple with our own eyes. What's worse, the way in is completely blocked. Yeah, we were hoping to go see the art. It's usually so lovely. Hold on, I have to have continuity between this. So this goes to green. So every fourth one is going to be red. Like this, I think? And then, like, I think this is like a more efficient way of doing it. There we go. These look more like pizza toppings than what I'm going for, but you know. Yeah.
You see my little bro Turnip? He went to luncheon looking for the wielder, but he never came back. Knowing him, he probably got lost on the way.
This is the most green overalls looking bitch I've ever seen in my life. Easiest answer, easiest decision I've ever had to make. Oh, look at these ones. Clementine! Burger and F! Mom said you might be visiting. How amazing. Oh, this is my BFF Radish. I'm so honored to meet a famous talent like you. Thanks. People like your sister and I bust our butts every day, practicing art, honing our craft, just to get a shot at maybe someday wielding status like yours. You must be some kind of genius. Come to a class sometime. I'd love to learn from a master like you. I like their eyelashes. Sorry, I promise she's not always like that. She's right, though. She is? Definitely. You should come to an art class. Oh. They're inside here. Do it! I gotta go to art school? I already went to art school. It was a 3-hour stream. Quinoa. Oh, what an honor to meet you. I'm a professor here at the academy. No matter your skill level, it's always good to practice and study. Class is about to start. Want to join us? Ahem. Take your places, everyone. Today's lesson is very special. Burger and F, the new wielder, is here with us. This'll be interesting. Everyone, get your brush styles ready. What are those again? Raisin, you really should know the terminology by now. Why don't we hear it from our special guest? Burger and F? Oh, well, it's a preset shape. That's for, your brush. To a shape for your brush to get stronger. Well, in a certain light, I suppose you're right. Could you demonstrate one? Oh, I left him at home. I'm sure you have more important things to remember. Take the starter set. The brush style starter kit. Remember, you can equip a brush style at any time, using the D directions. Alright, for today's assignment, I want you all to draw something that expresses joy. Get to it. Okay, you get this palette now? Okay, let's express joy. You get a heart brush! Okay, I'm gonna go with something circular. Oh, wait a second. Can you just, like, snap these? No, you cannot. I thought it was, like, a way to quip swap these without having to mouse over to it, but not the case. Okay. And then you can just... okay, so you can quick swap these. Got it. Let's see. I'm gonna start with, like a dark blue, you know? I'm gonna fill the whole palette with that. Oh, it's like a ring shape. Ah, interesting. Okay. And then we'll take us... No, I'm not finished. This is not joyful to me. take a star, and then we'll use the brighter blue here. And then smaller brush. 2 small strokes like that. Big yellow. Big heart up here. This is like not precise at all. It just kind of sprinkles them wherever it wants. And then interspersed with smaller purple hearts and medium-sized pink hearts. And then we'll put like a bright blue X down here. You know, just compositionally. And then let's do one of these. And then we'll go back to dark blue. We'll make like some negative space. And then another heart in green. And then we'll make that the smallest one. That's art, baby. Alright, brushes down. Now, we'll move on to the critique phase. Time to show your work. Wow. So this is the work of a real wielder. Yeah, it feels so good to look at. You really put that dark blue to work. There's just a touch of green to round it out. The shapes are complex, there's a lot to think about. I like how you interpreted joy. My joy doesn't feel the same as this, but I feel like I really understand yours now. Excuse me? Does no one else see how... Looks great to me. I want to take it home to Mom and Dad. Well, that's it for now. Next class we'll do a master's study. I hope you join us. And everybody, keep practicing. This guy needs to be colored in. I have got to color in the art room. Okay, so I can also turn off the shapes entirely if I don't want them. This guy is definitely a red kind of guy. And then like an orange beak. I think you can color that separately, yeah? No, okay. Actually, I like this palette. I'll stick with that. Okay. We'll do some of these. And we'll do like a green carpet, you know? I think that'll look nice and inviting. This is gonna need a bigger brush, though. This is very Galaxy Gallery-y music, too. I feel just like this is for intelligent people to do intelligent things. Like, draw crazy anime boys in the corner. See, I don't want to, like, take away the palettes of these people, though, so I need to, like, draw, like, around them. Because I don't like undoing that. And then in the corners, we'll have some funny artistic shapes. We'll have like a little sun up here. We'll have like some orange and yellow waves down here. And then a little bit of green. But this is not a vine. It's a flower. And then I guess I wanted to think of another color that's not red to do this, but there's really not much better in the palette for it, I don't think. And then we'll do some extra little leaves down here. We'll do that. There we go, that's art class, baby. And we'll color in a few more of these props. Some of this. Some of that. Gotta color in the brushes, of course. That's gonna be green. Yeah. I like how this looks. Going outside of the margins is like the most fun I have in any of these rooms. It's crazy. And then, I guess I'll color in the roof too. Cute. Guys, I'm not coloring in every single one of these. I can't do it. Oh, Burger and F. Hi, Mom. So it's true then. Chicory really gave you the brush.
Yep. Oh, Burger and F, that's incredible. You always talked about wanting to be like her. I'm so proud of you. Thanks. Dad and I heard you'd be coming to Potluck. What with the growth of the Wielder Temple, you must be so busy. Well, I won't keep you. Don't be afraid to call any time, okay? They hung on my painting. Look at the picture. Hey, Burger and F. Told you I'd take this painting home. It's really nice. Plus, I was sick of staring at my own art here. Now when I'm home, I'll see this and think of you. This is nice. Okay. Gotta think of what to draw here. This is gonna be definitely a big brush. We're gonna draw a big circle like this. Oh, wait, no. Wait, no. Well, I guess I gotta stick to it now. Wait, this could work. And then yeah. Good old cherished family memories. And I'll do like a bunch of like lines coming out of it. Like just an expression of rage and anger and trauma. That's art class, baby. You asked me to draw what I feel when I see joy. That's what I draw when I see family. Okay, let's paint these trees. This is a really nice shade of green. I can't even... It's more like a yellowish green than it is a bluish green this time around. Sips River? Take a fucking sip, babes. Is that an anvil? Oh, I'm gonna... Wait a second. You get gray? There's a kind of a steely bluish gray. This is a... I've been meaning to do a Galaxy Gallery recently for a certain project that I've been talking up for a couple of weeks. And let me just say that it involves a lot of this particular color. I'll just switch to a bigger brush. I want to make like all the ground like this. I don't know. The way the animated scribbly looking water makes me feel like I want to make this like a gloomier looking location, you know? And like maybe the trees can still... Yeah, we'll have blue trees. And then... Do I still have red? I don't, actually. We'll have a green roof. We'll have a green roof. Why not? Okay, cool. A blue door. There's blue everything over here. And then, oh, it all, like, dissolves. Look at that. Oh my god. Potato? Well, howdy. I'm a craftsman. I love making stuff. Seriously, anything. I love a good project. I could even make you an original brush style if you want. I do, yes, please. Alright, I'm excited. Remember, brush styles can be made very small, so focus on large, clear details. You can make your own shape. That's so cool. Alright, let's figure it out. So I need to make, like, a silhouette of something. Let's make a square. And a filled-in square, too, because hard edges are tricky to get. It's not particularly imaginative, but it is useful. That's utility. And I mean, I've already got the heart brush, so it's the next best thing. And done. It expresses your personality perfectly. My personality is a square! Oh, you could have, like, slides and quick swaps. I'm probably not going to use the hollow circle very often, so I'll swap it for that. That is so cool. And it's a new page on the pause screen, too. That was really fun. Talk to me anytime if you want to update it. This guy's definitely like a gray creature. And they have blue. Yeah.
And then, do I have like a yellow? I don't. Yeah, like the outside of their house is like very like... I'm trying not to scribble on myself here. I'm like coloring outside of the lines. But I like the idea of the outside being gloomy, but then you go inside and it's like really colorful. So we'll use this as like a nice base for everything. And then some nice blues. A lot of this is like wood. So some of it can still be gray perhaps. I don't know, there's only browns or reds, so I got... Sometimes Chicory gamers make do. That's a power drill. I thought you people draw. Figure skates, wheels. Yeah, I'll just make all the furniture blue. I was hoping for like a more diverse set of colors, but I like this. Oh, I didn't mean to suck that. Back to blue. And then a couple of just gray scribbles on the margins I think would look really nice. Yo, where's the fill bucket? That's nice. It always really does pay off to just take the time. It's really easy to make something that you're satisfied with, even if it is like a little sloppy looking, you know? I don't know why that's gray forever now. And then I can use this to like help me remember what's off in this direction. Yeah. Just clear little labels like that, I think, are the best way to decorate these spaces. Ooh. Funny bridge. That's getting colored in for sure. That's like way too unique of a prop to not do it. Yeah. That's nice. And then I'll do some gray scribbles here. I don't know if this is where I'm supposed to be going, by the way. I'm just wandering around at this point. Got some trees. I don't know if I can get past these. Although I did hear a meow. Ho ho! Another lost kid. So it looks like the more of these that you get like clothing items in return. So maybe I'll go back when I get like 10. Oh, this is like the original palette that I had. So maybe this is a shortcut back to town. So that I won't have to go through the awful cave of awful ants that I hate. Oh, that's a big present right there. Huh? Oh. Like that. There we go. I'm so smart! A brush style? Do I actually get a fill bucket when I like joked about that, or is it a brush shaped like a paint bucket? Quickly fill colors! Oh my god, these actually have like abilities. Oh my god! This changes everything! Shit's actually gonna be fun to color now. Once it becomes possible to actually, like, establish, like, base background colors, makes doing stuff like this feel a lot more satisfying. Oh, wait a second, okay. So when something is already colored in, if you click and drag over it and just, like, pass over it, it doesn't get repainted. You have to, like, tap on it to change the color a second time, which I actually kind of like. Make some, like, colorless paths this way and make the brush a little bit smaller. Yeah, this is really nice. This is really gonna make this game pop. Because I feel like I was spending, like, a little bit too much time on every screen. But this could be nice. So, up, and then that. Yeah, this brightens up the place. Can I do it to the water? No, even that gets dissolved. Huh. And then I can use like a gray, turn that off, switch to a gray. Oh, but that's right, you have to tap to refill. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, it'd be nice if I could just paint in the ground and then everything else would, like, still remain blank. Because at least that way I could, like, just scribble over it and still, like, quickly fill in the other stuff. But as is, once I use the fill, I have to, like, click on everything, which I feel like for big spaces like this is, like, a little bit slower. Like, a lot slower, actually. I don't know. So I guess the key is to, like, scribble in the details that you want and then use the paint bucket, so that way you still get, like, your base color. Then you get to keep, like, the other stuff after the fact. Alright. I can get down with that. I can get down with that. Potluck is still remaining blank. Oh, this guy's new. You get to be green. Brussels sprout. Wow, saw that coming.
I'm so excited for the new color special. I've eaten every color special. Every single one my whole life. So now if I miss even one, I would feel like I failed.
Yeah, I knew I had a red here. I'll sit. This is why Chicory is the worst game of all time. And a red lamp post. Yup. Man, I really did a number on that art school. Maybe I will call home, actually. I could use a hint. Feel a little directionless in life right now. Hello? It's me, Mom. Oh my god. These are her arms. I thought these were dog boobs. Dog lips! Oh, Burger and F! Is everything okay? You explain your whole situation. Burger and F, how do you get into these situations? Well, it sounds like you should go investigate the Wielder Temple. It's just outside of Potluck. Okay, so I guess there's just more screens to explore. I hear folks in the Appy foothills are in trouble too. So much going on. But I think it's a wielder's job to take care of it. I hope that helps. Thanks for calling. The arm? Your sister says hi, by the way. Oh, hang on. Your dad wants to talk to you. You know how he is. When he knows the right answer, he can't help but share it. I think I got it. I don't want to talk to him, really. Oh, dear. Oh, I don't know what to do. The people of Elevenses are trapped. Or some kind of a rock slide. My family is in there. And the old wielder, Cardamom. But I don't know what anyone can do about it. I can help. I'm the new wielder, actually. But doesn't that mean you're an artist? What can you do about fallen rocks? Oh, I don't know. But I'll figure it out. Kauskus. Is that a kind of food? T-shirt. Maybe you can buy clothes here? I don't know with what currency. Maybe litter. Maybe these animals love litter. Salt. Salt is green. Come the fuck on now. Yup, you're yellow. Howdy! Welcome to the clothing shop. In today's modern world, who has the time to look for clothes, am I right? Do you ever see gifts just out of reach? Or worried you missed some entirely? Well, now you don't have to worry. We can get you just about any clothes out there. Just give us a piece of clothing to take its place. Hence, the clothing swap. Now serving luncheon at Supper Woods. Not to mention the Nibble Tunnel. Want to swap a piece of clothing? For any of this? Well, let's see what they have on offer. Great. First, pick what you want. The kerchief is really nice. You can make it like its own color, I think. Sun hat. No, I don't think they have too much that I would like here. I think I'm actually happy with what I have. Oh, you still want to swap? No, we'll cancel. We'll cancel. Okay. I feel so bad for this guy. There's nothing I can do. barley. Back when I was young, it was all about extractionism. That's when mustard was wielder. Everything was weird. But you know what? It was good. Nowadays, people want things to be beautiful. But I liked when wielders were wacky. Wait, I gotta talk again. You ask me, potluck's the best place in picnic. Bigger in luncheon, but not so big and noisy as dinners to the north. The Art Academy fills the town with bright, creative kids, and we're right on the edge of the big drink. Nothing makes me happy like listening to the waves morning to night. The waves that eat my colors. That's P. Hold on. Hold on. How do I get to you, though? There's not like mushrooms or anything. Can't cross the water. Wonder what the solution is here. I'll paint like a red line so I know I can't cross this. Dang. I guess I have to enter from some other direction. But I can't really get there yet. Oh my god! Oh dear. The cute dress. Wait a second, litter! I can pick that up actually. So if that's not currency, I wonder what that actually does get used for. My eyes do not like to look at this. What is this thing? I can move the text boxes? It's blocking the way to the temple. It must be more old wielder stuff. I guess I better ask some wielder about it. But preferably not Blackberry. Or Chicory. A wielder that's not Chicory or Blackberry. Well, I was just hearing about a guy named of Mustard, so maybe that has something to do with it? Oh yeah, another new palette here. And, amongst other things, another lost kid. A child. Ooh. Look at this green. Look at this slime. No, I want to make something moody here. I'm going to take my time with this one. These make really good sounds. I was just playing a, some sort of fucking Find the Poppet game with socks. And you got, like, collectibles that you could, like, summon as physics objects. You had a bunch of, like, dots that you could walk around on that was, like, exactly like this. The Appy Foothills! Oh, dear. Oh, there's so many of these! I didn't even, like, mean to be up here. Like, throwing all these colors down. Yeah, you know what? Why even bother? Why even try to make draw anything? Just get colors flung all over the place. It's a goddamn mess. I'm just trying to make, like, nice, like, grass and paths. Can't have shit in the Appy Foothills. Stones? Oh, now these are McDonald's colors. And then I'll make, like, a burger. this stream brought to you by. Okay, so not this way then. Maybe there's more flingies? There's a flingy back. Is there a flingy too? Oh, damn. I'm getting to 10 a lot faster than I thought I would. Oh, here's a flingy. So I'm up here now. Can I cross the gap like this? No! Come on, dude. All over my beautiful work. Well, on this side now. Is that a good thing? There's a flingy that goes this way. But it's not enough to cross. Oh, but that is. Okay. Presents! And garbage! Yummy! Whoa, cool. That felt good to do. I got the howdy. Yeah. This is the way to be. How do I get down from here? I don't think there's anything else in this room. Or is there? How would I... Maybe this could work. Oh, cool! That's just how you get back down, I think. Oh, dear God. This one's a doozy. Okay, so I have to start in this direction. I'm going this way, I'm going this way, and then I'm going this way, I'm going this way, I'm going this way, I'm going this way. And then up and over, and yippee skip yahoo! The high nooner. The naughty noo, the flimby? Then fill these back in. Because it looks like there's like a real path to follow as well. Boing boing. So true, King. Wait a second. Is this like explosive? The McDonald's bomb! Wait a second. Can my cursor move this? No, I think I just have to like push it manually. This actually doesn't feel that bad to push around. At first I thought it was like just leaving my grasp really easily, but you kind of grip onto it as an object. Kitty? Oh, kitty! Okay. This is a flinger over here. So can I just go up? Oh, I can. Oh, dear God. Oh, dear God! Wait, this is actually helpful, because now this shows me the actual directions of the flings. Okay. So I need to get, like, on top of this one. So I need to get on this one. I need to get on this one. Okay. Oh, this one. Well, that's kind of a cool puzzle. I liked that one. Oh, and this is like a big present, too. That's 3 exclamation marks worth of surprises. A brush style. Lets you paint with a texture. Why not? I kind of think all of these are better than what I have right now. Square brush. Can you imagine? And this is how you get down, I guess. That's a fun room. Okay, so I gotta go back to McDonald's, is what I'm learning. I gotta go this way. But this is gonna get me in a dead end. But now that I've exploded it, now I'm on the other side. Oh, okay. Bombs. I'm about to blow up and act like I don't know nobody. There we go. Oh, that like knocks you back too if you're too close to it. I wonder if there are any puzzles that could like incorporate that. Is that a tiger? Charred. Damn, this guy's sleeping through bombs? Really? Is it so? That's garbage over here. Wait a second. You guys know how I just said that I wonder if I can fling myself? Dude, that's so cool! The big heart. Yeah, I'll wear this now. The fill brush is so good, though. I have mixed feelings on the fill brush. That's up, and then this. I thought it was cool for like a second, but then I stopped using it pretty soon after. Just because, like, I think it fills the props in a little too judiciously. And I would like it a lot if I could just fill the ground in and then paint the props myself. But I don't know. As is, this feels like it covers too much ground. Anyways, I gotta bring this down here. What is your character named? Oh, God. I typed in burgers and fries because it gave me like 100 characters on the Switch keyboard. It had like a 0 out of 100. Oh, this is like cornered. I can't get that out. Oh, wait, yes I can. But the actual amount of characters that Chicory the game will accept, not the Switch keyboard, is actually much shorter. So my name is Burger and F. Oh, thank goodness. My sister's on the other side of those rocks. I was thinking about how to clear them. So hard that I probably appear to be sleeping. Looks like it worked. I've got to get back to her right away. It saves you from carpal tunnel. Well, I'm just like using the motion controls, so it's not so bad. Yeah, if I had to like do this with a trackpad though, that sounds like a nightmare. Licorice! You're the one who cleared the rocks? Thank you. We were completely trapped here, and I was so hungry. I get very cranky when I'm missing my meals. It's true, she really does. You have like a red licorice. This looks like a ketchup creature now. What is this? That's not an animal. That's just like a person. That's like a gnome. Ugh. Bleh. You can't play in the foothills because of the stupid rocks. I'm so bored. Hey, wait a sec.
Whee!
You aren't from here. Does that mean the rocks are cleared? We're saved. Olive. You can be Olive. Oh, I'll show you Olive. Olive, my full power. Everyone in this game is named after food. I know! My first answer was going to be Chips, and I'm kicking myself so bad because it's such a better name. Like, that makes for a good name, as opposed to Burger and... Whoa. I don't think I can make anything of this right now. I can make garbage! It's all I've ever wanted. As my artistic desire. See, that's weird. So I can fill the... Oh, wait a second. I think I just found the secret to the paint bucket tool. Now it doesn't affect the props. Okay. So all you need to do is pick a color for this stuff first, and then, oh. Never mind, it still affects everything. I could work with this, though. This isn't so bad. I don't think I can really do anything here right now. Those geysers are definitely for later. So this is 11's. I'm still looking for the temple. How do I turn this off? Up on the D-pad. I can't go inside of any of these. I can't read this sign. I feel like I have a nicer blue than this. This is like mainly good with like a baby amount of blue. Maybe down. Right, there was a wielder temple, and I need to like find a wielder to speak to. That's what's going on here. Marzipan. Ah, the wielder. Maybe you can help me. I'm the proprietor of this art gallery, but all of our paintings lost their color. So much lost history, an utter tragedy. I'm hoping to reach the Potluck Art Academy. They're in charge of official art preservation. Please visit there and help us refill the gallery. Is it like they're blank? Do I can make the picture frames, I guess. Ah, art preserved. Maybe the paintings are like something that I can collect and then bring them back here like the lost children. That probably sounds more likely. Jaffle. Did you clear the rocks outside town? Thank you. My husband Couscous is still in potluck. Knowing him, he's paralyzed with panic right now. If you see him, you should let him know we're okay. Guys, speaking of burger and fries, I was thinking about Red Robin earlier, but then I remembered an even better burger that I had so long. There's like this one restaurant in Vancouver called Romer's. They do really, really good burgers. There's just real thick, best burgers I've had in my life, and I've only been there once, and I want to go back there so badly. But it is Vancouver. Hi, Cardamom. You're the new wielder everyone's talking about. I'm Cardamom. I used to be a wielder too. Did you come investigating the wielder temple? Oh, yes, I did. Do you know anything about that? I know lots of things. Why don't you come inside? The way these two birds are like right next to each other makes it look like a fucked up caterpillar. This guy's getting a yellow house, I've decided. Yellow house. Red door. Greenish window. Then a really shitty, dead-looking lawn, I guess. It's the only green I've got. It's very sick grass. And let me paint you, too. Yup. So, I'll show you the way to the temple, but... Are you sure you're ready for it? It's just those spooky trees, right? Just. It's the worst I've ever seen. You've seen them before? I don't want to scare you, but... There's something which lurks deep down below. And when it rises up, the only thing that can fight it is the brush. What's the thing? An ancient evil. You can color in the text? Oh, maybe it just happened to be red while I was painting red. Or something like that. Probably. Chicory didn't tell you? I'm sorry. Regular folks aren't supposed to know about this. It's something you take on when you become wielder. But if it's too much for you, I can do it! Chicory entrusted this to me. I won't let everyone down. Okay. I was scared for a second there. Here it is. Paint that symbol on the door. You might want to take a photo of it to remember. Oh, you don't have a camera map, do you? It's okay, you can have mine. No, don't need it. Good luck. I don't know, this guy's an important character. I'll take the time to fill in some other things. And then I'll make like some big lines like this, like the whole room's got like a big like lion mane. That'd be cute. It kind of looks like his house is like on fire, or it's like a big explosion, actually. Oops. This one's gonna be a red house. I don't know if that's wall or grass. Wait a second. Oh, this is a way better color for this, actually. So I guess I'll have a red window. Sure, why not? Hello? Hey, Burger and F. It's Chicory. How did you know I was here? I can see you with my telescope. I wanted to say, sorry about the way I acted before. I was just feeling super depressed. Oh, that's okay. Do you mean you're feeling better? You want the brush back? Oh, no way. I'm pretty done with that. Chicory, you're my favorite wielder ever. It makes me sad that you'd quit. Aren't you excited to be wielding now? Well, I don't know. Are you really sure that should be me? I think you're better for it than I was. Really? Yeah, you're so enthusiastic. I just don't have that spark. But how could that be true? Your art was always so bold and colorful and strong. Everything I wish I could be. You can be those things. I believe in you, Burger and F. And I can't do it myself anymore anyway. I really need your help. Is that okay? Can you keep trying? Of course! I'll do my best. Okay. Thanks, Burger and F. No. Thank you. I really like the music whenever Chicory shows up. I just like the music in general! This game's music is awesome! Let's see. Luckily for me, I know the symbol. Because my brain screenshot button is so good. Let's see. And I'll know when I reach it, because I gave that place very crazy colors. But not this crazy. This is a big old cheesy mess. It's really fun to try and walk and do the coloring in at the same time. Boy, some of these get real messy, though. That looks kind of cool. There's, like, different layers of colors. It makes it a lot to take in. Thinking about the art style, it's a really interesting thing to, like, try and attempt. Because it has to be, like, completely driven by its line art. And they do a lot of really fun things with, like, weight and thickness. And despite all of this, it's, like, still, like, extraordinarily readable. Okay, so let's zoom in here. Let's switch to a smaller brush. These are literally poppet noises. Did I do it? Does that count? Oh, I could just go past. Okay, I didn't know what that effect was. It's like, does it erase color? Because I'm made of colors. Doesn't sound so good for me. No, I don't need this. I don't need this. Whoa, that's... Can I go through that like that? Is it just, like, there to look fun, maybe? Let's think. We've got some... This grid is the same scale of this. So... Maybe you only do the ones that bloom? That could be. Oh, cool! Okay. And then, a little path. That's gotta be thicker. I don't know, if this is like another major location, you know, why not? Wielder Temple. Create beauty. Oh, look at this palette. Oh, this is nice. I'm gonna go nuts with these colors in particular. Easier said than done. Reveal truth. Oh, shit. That's cool. The nature. Seek the nature of the brush. This doesn't really correspond to any grid, so I'll come back to it for sure. Bombs? Wait, this is like a cracked wall. Uncover what goes unseen. Before the wielder. there anything else that's like hidden text? No, there's not. There is something going on here. There's like another entrance nearby. So maybe, with that knowledge in mind, I can simply bring it over here. There's a way to, like, reverse the ball. There we go. Well, this is like something that goes unseen. I feel bad having to destroy art to do it, but... oh, it's okay. The black tea! Yup. That's Griffin core as hell. Yeah. A gift from the earth. Well, this looks a little suspicious, like a ring of things. Whoa. It grew from below with colorful fruit. Okay, I gotcha. I gotcha. And deep roots. So that wasn't even like the main path. Yeah, I'll put on the beret. It is fitting for a game of this kind. Okay, I gotcha. Watch my brain. I want to move out of the way. Ha-ha! But now I'm so glum looking. No, never mind. I kind of rule now, actually. I like this particular shade of yellow. Wait a second. The blood room is back, and also there's a spider over there. I can sit? Maybe I will. Maybe I'll fill a lot of this in. We alter our perspective in search of butts. Well, I gotta say that, at the very least, that makes me feel less bad about some of the defacing that I was doing earlier. This is a game that's very slow and thoughtful. It's about the nature of art. And what is the nature of art if not the human desire to draw penises on things? Or in this case, scribble butts over important lore. Well, I can't actually go anywhere past here, but I can maybe reveal something like this. Does that get rid of both doors? No, that one's still there. Oh. Do I need to, like, re-enter the code on the same thing? Like, if I erase it, then the door comes back, and then... I really like the music here. Huh? What does this do for me? Oh, maybe I need to, erase the code once I'm on the other side? Uh-oh. That didn't do shit. Well, then why? Something not right here. Maybe if I combine both codes. Let me try that first. It does affect this door. Look at that. Telephone booth down here. Uh-oh, the darkness. Don't you think I don't see you? You think you're being real sly, real quick and clever, huh? Yeah, I don't think so. Try to gobble up these colors. I'd love to see you try. In the pursuit of beauty, we find the truth. In the pursuit of beauty, we seek direction, connection. We seek connection in every direction. In bringing all together, we find the truth. It was like a three-directional thing. I'm not sure how to interpret that. But there are more rooms, so we'll come back to it. Connection to nature. Connection to the sublime, the butt. This is a sacred place. Please stop desecrating it. Connection to others. I like this part. Okay. Connection to self. The first wielder had a huge butt. This is not okay. It's a good thing nobody's letting me be the wielder, or I'd be in big trouble in the temple. The butt room. I gotta, like, kindly let the brush go past me. Okay, let's just, like, open all these up right away. Yeah, whoa, there's 3 of them? I didn't know that. Oh, it's one of these? Okay. Oh, I hope there's no ants in here. Oh, wait a second. This is a total dead end, but I can use it to reveal the other entrances. So I guess there's something to my side over here? Oh yeah, it's just like barely out of range. Okay. Well, I can move this. Is this another exit, maybe? Oh, wait, I get it. The bomb is from that room, but I need to get in from here. This is a lot of doors. I just, like, entered it from... Okay, I was worried the game was gonna like crash or something. Got a little confused there. Okay, that's big box. Another brush style. Paint with the texture. I'll put that one away. I've barely used the dots. So if I switch to another color, and I do this. Oh. Oh, you can like paint in the negative space? Unless, if I get rid of that... Okay, I see. I getcha. So there's nothing in this one. This one looks like it might have an entrance here. But this is like a soft, like, mix now. It's not like a hard edge like it usually is. It seems that that's just a function of the way the caves are, though. Because it, like, blends the colors. It blends the light. A cloak? Yes, please! I want a... yeah, like a purple cloak, though. Okay, so that was just like a side room for extra collectibles. I believe there was an answer in this direction, but I didn't actually look at it. Okay, so up arrow from the middle bar. Phew. Wait, garbage? This is garbage! Why do I want the oh, okay. With this in mind, maybe the other patterns are fairly similar? Ah! Yeah, let's give these a chance to lay out the path. Then we'll figure it out. So, it seems like this is the right distance. Uh-oh. No, it's not. This one? Ah. It's like a way to get to the garbage up there, though. If I go here... yeah, I'll take that for the road. I still don't know what that does, but I hope it's good. Oh. My little puppy is all mucky. I'm all sloppy. We follow the path to each other's butts. This is true. This is pathetic. This just is not funny. I want to... oh, there we go. I wanted to change the actual doggy color. And then if I zoom in... I gotta like reconfigure my palette every time. Oh. Wait, this is like a bigger grid. This is 6 by 6. And... it's like a Y shape in the corner, but then there's like this stuff going on too. I think the grid here in the main room is 5 by 5. I might take a screenshot of that just in case I forget. Keep that in mind. So this is a 5 by 5 grid. So if I take it over this way, then I get my funny slime noises, and now I get the connection to nature. Oh, I can actually kind of see already past like the polka dots, past the pointillism. We nurture nature, so all are grown to their full potential. Wait a second. There's dots in this. There's peas in here. How big is this grid? Wait a second. Like that? Or... I feel like this pattern somehow relates to the thing that I just found. It's a bunch of mushroom platforms here. I guess I could use that to get to this if I wanted to, and I do. What? Huh? There we go. A smock. I'll wear that. Yeah, these are like the only things that like let you properly drop down. Everything else you gotta like find a ramp for. Let me like get a big brush on. Get rid of all this for a second. And then maybe like if I only fill in the parts that seem necessary. Like this maybe. Maybe I need to do it even more. Like something is still colored elsewhere. Yeah, let me check the screenshots. Because what is this pattern here? It's a 6 by 6 grid. There's a Y shape in the corner, but there's also like unfilled. Like there's 3 tiers. There's small gray circle, large unfilled circle, and then large filled circle. But part of it, I mean, how tall is this? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But there's like a gap here? Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. The grid is like maybe separated or like split up across multiple like larger things. So if I make that Y shape in the corner, but just make it like a little bit bigger. And then bring it all the way down here. That's my last idea. Huh. Have we done Sublime yet? No, Sublime is the first one we did. We haven't done Down yet. Connection to Self. Uh-oh. Oh, that's right. My brush can fix this. Damn, I guess there's nothing that can be done. Another 6 by 6 grid. We cast light on our deepest darkness. This one's also like a 3-tiered thing. I don't know if that means that like the unfilled colors are like a secondary color or... Because the painting can only be 2 things. Either something is painted or it is not painted. So what is a third type of thing? Maybe it means a texture brush? I don't know. Either way, 6 by 6, the only one that I can find like that is in that room. I'll take a picture of it either way. Because the Y is like separated from everything, but this I think I actually have the room to do. This is like a... It's up one more and then left. That's just like a plain old oval shape, right? Okay, so let's just paint bucket this right now. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is no 6th part of this grid, actually. So it's 5 by 6? This one is confusing. I'm not sure how to read this. Let's see. I mean, these are definitely all the dots that there are. And there's my Y shape, which doesn't seem to have achieved anything. So it's like 2 by 3, and then 3 here, and then 4, and then 5, and then 6. I don't know how to interpret that at all. Let me like take a look at the screenshot again and see if there's like anything that like relates to that shape. Oh, wait a second. It's telling you which way right side up to read it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 tall, and then it's 4 tall, and then it's 3 tall, going from right to left. So If I do, like, kind of an E shape down here, like this. Oh, do I need to, like, erase everything else? Can I do, like, a paint bucket erase? Does that satisfy your needs? Use a thicker brush, maybe? Fully reveal these? No, that seems pretty thorough. Oh, wait a second. My puzzle is offset. So like that, actually. Huh. Oh, one more? That's the shape, right? It's like a Y? Yeah, that should be correct. And it starts on the one that's 3 wide, but this is 4 wide, then... Okay, so... If this is 3 wide, and then you ignore the one that's 6 wide... Do you? That doesn't make sense. Hold on. If it's 6 tall and it's right up against the right, then you... Yes, you do it on that column. No, so I have this correct. Although, clearly I don't, because it's not actually doing anything. Huh. What was the other solution that I was looking at? What was that? This is controllers. That's Luigi's Mansion 3. What was this? Because this doesn't have a similar thing. Although, if it's 6 wide at the bottom and then 4, maybe I could do that. 6 wide at the bottom. No, this is 5 wide. I think this is what I was observing earlier. I mean, vertically it seems separated between the high ground and the low ground, but horizontally that doesn't seem to be the case. Like, what's here is just what's here. Well, maybe it's like the same as the other thing was. So, if I erase this, and I also, like, rotate the puzzle, then... Yeah, let me make another big brush, fill everything in with one color, make it really easy. So if it's 6 tall, and I need to draw like a wheel shape, then that would be... like this. Like that? And then erase. Is that what it wants? Because that's the only way I can get the grid to be 6 big, is if I turn it around, if I flip it somehow. But maybe this just wants me to, like, input it somewhere else. But the only other grid that I have is 5 by 5. What does the up one do again? It's this. It's just like a vines. Connection to the sublime. I don't know. Maybe that only changes once you, like, figure it out more. Connection to others. This is a good time for me to say aloud that I am okay with backseating. Like, I gave it a fair shake, I had a couple of ideas, and now I'm out of them. Yeah, so this is just like the screenshot that I already took, so this doesn't really... butts. Huh. What could that mean? What could that mean? This is where I just was. And there's not any other rooms in this direction. There's no bombs. Huh. I think the trick here is really going to come down to understanding what it means for the 3 tiers. Because, okay, so these are like little circles, right? Like, these are little circles, and they resemble like the little gray circles on this diagram. Like, these hollow, tiny circles are like basically the exact same. So, yeah, maybe I need to like erase some and fill some? Maybe that's how it's done. So if I erase these, I gotta cross-reference this a lot. So, yeah, and it's 5 wide. So I erase 5 and then I fill 3. And then I fill this. Then I do that. No, I've got to offset again. I'm making the sideways Y like bigger than it needs to be. Like that, I think. Does it need to be like 2 different colors? Because maybe it's like misreading all this other stuff as part of my answer as well. There's not really any feedback either. Wait. This feels correct. And then I erase this upper stuff. Like, that's kind of like a 3-tiered answer. You got color 1, color 2, and then, like, not filled at all. And some mushrooms that I already messed with. So I wonder... Do the filled in... Do these objects count as part of the solution? Because you can fill these in. You can fill these in, too. No, that's probably not the case. Although, yeah, let's fill everything in and think of these shapes on the left as part of the grid. Because if it's 5 wide and 6 tall, then maybe what I actually have to do is, like... Oh, this is, like, kind of tricky to do, but... No, I think I've got the right idea here. Yeah, it's like filled in. That's like the Y shape that it wanted. Huh. Because this is 5. It's 5 tall, then it's 4 tall, then it's 3 tall. So maybe I can try putting in the other solution on that? No, but that's 6 wide, 4 wide, 2 wide. And that doesn't go this far on any axis. Wow, I have no idea. You know what, though? There is a telephone room back here. Like, why are you gonna need a telephone room? Oh my god, Griffin! It was right here! Oh, so the mushrooms and the shapes weren't a puzzle, it's a password. So you gotta fill them in like this, I guess. I don't know. Something like that. Wow, that is a lot easier than what I was trying. Okay. Alright. Yeah, watch this, like, instantly be over with. Jeez Louise. Oh, and each corner has its own answer. So there's 3 inputs you need. I didn't take a screenshot of that last room. But it was indeed that. And then it's like a wheel. Huh. Okay. Well, it contributed somewhat. That probably didn't need to be that hard. There's a little line. Oh boy. Is the Undertale gonna get me again, or is this just here to be a dark puzzle? Because this is a different kind of darkness than what I'm used to dealing with in a place like this. This is like normal kind. The other one is like, yeah, it's like a dithered effect when you transition between screens. This is friendly darkness. This darkness is my friend. Although, I can't help but notice that there's something trickling behind me. Uh-oh. And I think I know exactly why it's here. Uh-oh. 2 eyes. Oh, that's cool. Huh? Whoa! I think MatPat would enjoy this. I think @MatPatGT would enjoy this. I love when you can kind of like freeze the eyes for a second and you can get them like looking in opposite directions. That's really funny. Okay. I gotta make myself red like an Undertale heart. Is it like attacking to the music? Like it's in time with the beat? Oh god. Oh, it's gonna fall on me! I think it is supposed to be like to the music. That's cool. Wait, if I snake it, oh! Okay, zigzag, zigzag. That's the most ground coverage you can get. Oh, that was close. Oh, that was close. It's really hard not to corner yourself with these. Oh, 2 of them? Whoa. It's actually a pretty good place to be, because the turning radius is so wide. It's like falling apart. Oh my god, the size of the eyes! Let's go with laundry sauce mode, dude! The white creeping in from the corners? We're almost at the end. We're almost at the end. Did I do it? Those are really cool segments. Chapter 3. Portraits of Chicory. Oh man, I've been going for 2 hours and 40 minutes, so that's gonna be a good save and quit moment for me, I think. Wow, really cool game so far. I'm really into the story and the music and the gameplay and the puzzles and the animation. So, yeah. I'm really looking forward to getting back to this really soon. But for now, that's going to be enough of this game, and coming up next is Fez. So if you want to stick around for that, please hold. If not, have a good night, and I'll see you guys in just a second.